Good morning, sports fans, or good afternoon if you're out east. Big Al here on this Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023, and welcome to the Monday Sports Recap and a look ahead to Tuesday in the world of sports. And we're going to start things off with the Monday Major League Baseball scoreboard. Starting things off with a doubleheader between the Braves and the Mets. Game 1 went to Atlanta, 9-8. Strider wins over Reyes. Minter gets his 6th save of the season for the Braves. New York would take the nightcap 5-3. Smith beats Morton. Robertson, his 6th save of the season. It was the Guardians edging out the Yankees 3-2. De Los Santos wins it over Holmes. Clase his 10th save of the season for Cleveland. It was the Cubs over the Nationals 5-1. Smiley beats Gore. Red Sox edged out the Blue Jays 6-5. When Winskowski wins over Romano. Astros took down the Giants 7-3. Stanek beats Helly. Padres 8-3 over the Reds. Snell beats Weaver. Tapia his first save. Dodgers blow out the Phillies 13-4. Gonzalez beats Walker. In the NBA playoffs from Monday, it was the 76ers defeating the Celtics 119-115. They got 45 points from James Harden for Philadelphia. Boston was led by Jason Tatum, 39 points. And the Celtics the Sixers have a 1-0 lead in that best-of-7 series. The Nuggets go up 2-0 in their series with the Suns as Denver defeats Phoenix 97-87. Nikola Jokic had 39 points for Denver. Devin Booker, 35 points for Phoenix. And the New Jersey Devils advance to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs after beating the New York Rangers 4-0. The Rangers had 31 shots on goal, while Jersey had 24. So that's your Monday recap. Now let's take a look at what's happening on this Tuesday in the world of sports. And we have 3 games that will start tonight in Major League Baseball at 6:40 Eastern Time. The New York Mets at 16-13 visit the 10-17 Detroit Tigers. All right. Joey Lucchesi is the starting pitcher for the Mets. 1-0 record, 2.19 ERA. He will face off against Detroit's Michael Lorenzen, 0-1, 7.07 ERA. This game goes at 6:40 Eastern Time and will be regionally televised on SNY and Bally Sports Detroit. Also at 6:40 Eastern Time, the 19-10 Atlanta Braves will travel down to South Beach to face the 16-13 Miami Marlins. The starting pitcher for Atlanta is Bryce Elder, 2-0, 2.17 ERA. He's going up against Miami's Sandy Alcantara, 1-2 record, 5.04 ERA. This game is at 6:40 Eastern Time from Lone Depot Park and will be broadcast on Bally Sports South and Bally Sports Florida. The last of the 6:40 games on Tuesday is the 20-9 Pittsburgh Pirates at the 23-6 Tampa Bay Rays. So you got the top team in the National League going up against the top team in the American League. Roansy Contreras is the starting pitcher for the Pirates. 3-1 record, 3.58 ERA. His opponent is Javi Guerra, no record. This game goes at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg and will be televised on AT&T Sportsnet Pittsburgh and Bally Sports Sun. Then you have a couple games starting at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time. The 14-15 Cleveland Guardians battle the 15-15 New York Mets. Tanner Bibby is the starter for Cleveland, 1-0 record, 1.59 ERA. His opponent is Garrett Cole of the New York Yankees, 5-0 record and a 1.11 ERA. This game goes at 7:05 p.m. Eastern from the Bronx and will be televised on the Yes Network and Bally Sports Great Lakes. The other game going at 7:05 p.m. is the 15-13 Chicago Cubs and the 10-18 Washington Nationals. Hayden Wesneski is the starting pitcher for Chicago, 2-1 record, 5.24 ERA. His opponent is Trevor Williams of Washington, 1-1 record, 4.10 ERA. This game goes at 7:05 Eastern from Nationals Park in D.C. and will be televised on MASN and the Marquee Sports Network. 5 minutes later at 7:10 Eastern Time, it's the 18-11 Toronto Blue Jays at the 16-14 Boston Red Sox. Yusei Kikuchi is the starter for Toronto, 4-0 record, 3 ERA. His opponent is Tanner Houck of the Red Sox, 3-1 record, 4.50 ERA. This game goes at 7:10 Eastern Time from Fenway Park. It will be nationally televised in the States on TBS and regionally televised on and Rogers Sportsnet 1. Also at 7:10 Eastern Time, the 17-12 and AL Central leading Minnesota Twins take on the 8-21 Chicago White Sox. Starting pitcher for Minnesota is Joe Ryan, 5-0 record and a 2.81 ERA. He'll face off against Michael Kopech of the White Sox, 0-3, 7.01 ERA. This game goes at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time from Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago and will be televised on Bally Sports North and NBC Sportsnet Chicago. At 7:40 Eastern Time, it's the 19-9 Baltimore Orioles and the 7-22 Kansas City Royals. Tyler Wells is the projected starter for the O's, 1-1 record, 2.79 ERA. He'll be going up against Kansas City's Ryan Yarbrough, 0-3, 6.35 ERA. This game is at 7:40 Eastern Time from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City and will be broadcast on MASN 2 and Bally Sports Kansas City. At 7:45 Eastern Time, the 15-14 Los Angeles Angels take on the 10-19 St. Louis Cardinals. Starting pitcher for the Halos is Patrick Sandoval, 2-1 record, 3.16 ERA. His opponent is Steven Matz of St. Louis, 0-3, 6.23 ERA. This game goes at 7:45 Eastern Time from Busch Stadium in St. Louis and will be televised on Bally Sports West and Bally Sports Midwest. At 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time, the 16-13 Arizona Diamondbacks battle the 17-11 Texas Rangers. Starting pitcher for Arizona is Zach Gallen, 4-1 record, 2.15 ERA. He goes up against John Gray of Texas, 1-1 record, 3.91 ERA. This game goes at 8:05 Eastern Time from Globe Life Field in Arlington and will be televised on Bally Sports Southwest and Bally Sports Arizona. 5 minutes later at 8:10 Eastern Time, it's the 11-17 San Francisco Giants at the 16-13 Houston Astros, the reigning world champs. Starting pitcher for San Fran is Anthony DeSclafani, 2-1 record, 2.70 ERA. He will be opposed by Houston's Hunter Brown, 3-0 record, 2.37 ERA. This game is at 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time from Minute Maid Park in Houston and will be televised on NBC Sports Bay Area and AT&T Sportsnet Houston. At 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time, the 18-10 Milwaukee Brewers take on the 9-20 Colorado Rockies. Freddie Peralta is the starter for Milwaukee, 3-2 record, 3.77 ERA, versus Ryan Feltner of Colorado, 2-2 record, 4.68 ERA. This game goes at 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time from Coors Field in Denver and will be televised on Bally Sports Wisconsin and AT&T Sportsnet Rocky Mountain. At 9:40 Eastern Time, the 12-16 Seattle Mariners battle the 6-23 Oakland Athletics. Bryce Miller is the projected starter for Seattle, no record. Oakland will counter with Mason Miller, 0-1, 6.48 ERA. This game goes at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time from the Oakland Coliseum and will be televised on Root Sports Northwest and NBC Sportsnet California. Also at 9:40 Eastern Time, it's the 12-17 Cincinnati Reds at the 16-14 San Diego Padres. Graham Ashcraft is the starter for Cincinnati, 2-0 record, 2.10 ERA. He will be opposed by San Diego's Michael Wacha, 2-1 record, 6.75 ERA. This game goes at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time from Petco Park in San Diego and will be televised on Bally Sports San Diego and Bally Sports Ohio regionally and nationally on the MLB Network. And the final game of the night in baseball is the 15-15 Philadelphia Phillies at the 17-13 Los Angeles Dodgers. Matt Strahm is the starter for Philadelphia, 2-2 record, 2.31 ERA. The Dodgers counter with Julio Urias, 3-3 record, 4.41 ERA, and I'm sorry if I butchered his last name. This game goes at 10:10 p.m. Eastern Time from Dodger Stadium in LA and will be nationally televised in some markets on the MLB Network and regionally televised on Spectrum Sportsnet LA and NBC Sports Philadelphia. That's the baseball schedule for your Tuesday. Over in the NBA playoffs, it's game 2 between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden in New York at 7:30 Eastern Time. And that's followed by game 1 of the Western Conference semifinals between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Golden State Warriors from the Chase Center in San Francisco. That game is at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and both are nationally televised on TNT. And finally, to the Stanley Cup playoffs, where the Florida Panthers, fresh off of eliminating the Boston Bruins, they will begin their Eastern Conference semifinal series against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Back in the second round of the postseason for the first time since 2004. That game is at 7 p.m. Eastern Time And then the second game is the Seattle Kraken, who took down the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Colorado Avalanche, in their opening series. They will face off with the Dallas Stars from the American Airlines Center in Dallas at 9:30 Eastern Time. That's 6:30 Pacific. Both games will be nationally televised in the U.S. on ESPN and in Canada on CBC. So that's a look at your Tuesday schedule in sports plus your Monday recap. And we will be back here tomorrow as we take a look at all the games that happen on Tuesday and a look at the Wednesday schedule. So join me for that. In the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell and get notified every time I go live. Big Al signing off. Thanks for watching. Peace out.